Good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all the panel speakers and attendees for joining us for the panel third, that is the last session of the day, which is building resilient AI ready IT infrastructure. So, without any delay, first of all, I would like to welcome our panel moderator, Mr. Sujoy Brahmachari, CIO and CISO Smart Card Business, Rosmerta Technologies Limited, Gurugram, and the other panel members, Ms. Preeti Singh, Director Information Security and GRC, Osttra, Gurugram, Mr. Ajay Yadav, Head IT and Security, SBL Private Limited, Delhi. Then we have Mr. Rajneesh Garg, CIO and SVP from Allcargo Worldwide Limited, Mumbai. Then Mr. Gaurav Darbari, Divisional Head IT Cybersecurity from Imperial Auto Industries Limited, Faridabad, Haryana. And then Mr. Harvinder Singh Banga, CIO from CJ Darkler Logistics Limited, New Delhi. Then we have Mr. Manoj Srivastava, CIO from One Order Innovation Private Limited, Gurugram. And last, Mr. Ramesh Rajaraman, Chief Consultant IT and Systems, AM Foundation, Chennai. So now I would like to hand over the session to our moderator, sir. Mr. Sujoy, sir, over to you.
Thank you, Vijeta. I hope everyone has joined because I can see only four
Yes, I have
displays,
dropped the messages to
four
all of
videos.
them. They will join in between the session. You can start because time is already up for the session.
Okay, let's see how it happens. So, hope everybody can hear me.
Yeah, very clear.
Hope everyone can hear me. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
You are on.
So, so let me introduce first myself. My name is Sujoy Brahmachari, and currently I'm working with Rosmerta Group, and I'm heading their IT and cyber security for smart card business, and I'm also assisting the rest of the group business. So this is the broad corporate introduction of me. And apart from that, I have around 35 odd years of experience in corporate world. Earlier, I was working with Hero for 14 years, then went back for 8 years, then American Express for again 8 years. So overall, 3 decades of experience, and trying my best to continue. So this is my broad ec- uh, introduction. And similar way, I would like to have a brief introduction starting from Gaurav, then Mr. Ramesh, and then Manoj. I think we three, four of us are there in the panel right now. Yeah, Gaurav, you are on mute.
Good afternoon, all of you. I'm Gaurav Darbari from Imperial Auto Industry. I am heading IT and cybersecurity, a division of rubber division in Imperial Auto Industry. And I have experience of 20 years in current organization. I'm here from last 10 years. And my mentor is Sujoy sir. Already he has given and shown me the path. Lot of guidance he has given me in my journey. And I would like to showcase that I'm doing PhD from IIT Guwahati also, and main focus area is my cybersecurity here. And I've done almost cross 400 certifications on AI and cybersecurity. This is a short bio of mine. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Gaurav. Mr. Ramesh,
good afternoon to everyone. I am Ramesh from Chennai. I have around more than 4 decades of experience in IT industry, and currently I am as a consultant for the one of the NGO in Chennai, AM Foundation, NGO wing of Brahmachari Group. It's a part of Brahmachari Group, and my earlier engagements are with HCL, Wipro, TCS, and this Satyam Infoway. Currently, my focus is in terms of the digitization, the hospitals which we manage. We manage around 5 hospitals and basically we want to bring a lot of digitization into the operational so that it helps a lot in terms of the hospital, and all of our hospitals are charity hospitals. In fact, even I mean we don't charge much, and it is very less charged. And in some hospitals, medicines are free. It's totally completely charity. Since I said it is an NGO only, and it goes up. Earlier in my engagement with the HCL and Wipro, I handled the global delivery operations, and the last 5 years I have been focusing on more on the healthcare domain and working one of the multi-specialty
Can I
hospitals.
be heard now? Just to check here.
One of the multi-careers, I mean, multi-specialty hospital in
Yeah,
Chennai.
you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this is my background.
All are done. This was supposed to be.
Great, sir. Thank you, Mr. Ramesh. Now, so, Mr.
Should
Rajneesh,
I?
we are into introduction round. We just started. Yeah, hi. So I had given my introduction. Gaurav has given. Mr. Ramesh has given. Now I'm moving to Mr. Manoj.
Hi everyone, good evening, good afternoon. This is Manoj Srivastava. I'm from industry last 25 years in a travel, airport, and airlines business. I started my career with SAR airline long time back, and then that journey started, and then GMR Airport, Paramount Airlines, and so many airlines we worked earlier. And now lastly, I was associated with the One Order Innovation. One Order Innovation is a kind of travel technology company who provide a travel business across the globe. And we believe not selling the tickets, hotel, car rental services. We believe in innovation, how personalized service can be, extend to the customer and make the customer journey perfectible. So I'm here to under the sewage, sir, and everybody to talk about AI. Thank you.
Thank you, Manojji. So Preeti, hi, Sujoy this side.
Hi,
So
Surya. Thank you
we
so much.
we are in the introduction round, and already Gaurav, Mr. Manoj, and Mr. Ramesh has given his introduction, including myself. So I will now come to Mr. Rajneesh. If you can briefly introduce the panel.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Sujoy. Good to see you here and taking on the honors of moderating too, with an immense experience, which I heard from your experience. I come from an IT services background, right? Close to 27, 28 years of experience. 24 out of which was in a hardcore services sector with TCS. Then I was also did a brief stint in Nordics with Capgemini, and this role I've been playing for the last 1.5 years. So sitting on the other side of the table is for the first time for me as a CIO. Yeah, for Allcargo EQ worldwide, which will soon. The demerger has happened. It has gone public now, and soon the announcements will happen. So it will be called Allcargo Global. So basically, we are into this sea freight business here. Yeah, freight forwarding. So a lot of AI work, a lot of transformation. What needs to be done keeps me busy. Uh, so looking forward to this session and hearing out from the colleagues from their best experiences, past experiences. Thank you.
Thank, thank, thank you, Mr. Rajneesh. Preeti, if you can
First
brief
of all,
us
apologies for
about your
joining
interest.
late. Actually, there was some issue with my system, so I got late. So, hello everyone. Myself, Preeti. Right now, I'm heading InfoSec vertical for a company called Osttra Financial Services. This company earlier known by the entity of S&P Global, but recently we got acquired by another equity firm by KKR Group. I come with a total experience of 15 plus years, which is a mix of consulting plus security background. So initially, I started with the consulting firm like E&Y, and then after 7 years of that experience, I got opportunity to work in industry. So I have a mixed exposure of industries. Like I worked in insurance, then I served some time with a service delivery industry like HCL, and now I am working with a company where we are one of the leading product development company in the space of post trade solution. So we call ourselves as a heart of post trade, where we develop all the technologies to start from trade process to managing the trade to their availability of the networks and everything. So we are one of the leading firm in that space. My role is basically into not just managing the security, also governing the security. I lead both GRC also, where we ensure compliances across global, where whether it's a GDPR to DORA to Indian regulations, we ensure adherence to that. Along with that, we ensure security from the tool perspective, from the people perspective, from the technology perspective. So that's my small introduction. Thank you, everyone.
On another note, for
Thank
Manoj,
you.
I think I also have
Yeah,
some
you
experience,
want to say?
some good experience with the airlines. So I just wanted to let Manoj know, but unfortunately not in India. But yeah, all the Scandinavian airlines, Norwegian, I was heading that segment for TCS when I said out of Stockholm in Sweden. So good to know that.
So like you, I also got opportunity to work with the other side of the table because earlier it was airline, but now a couple of years back I was with the IBM. So that was
Okay,
different experience altogether.
it's a small world. We go around. Over to you,
No, that's the way. Same
Sujoy.
thing as most of my initial careers are in the IT companies like HCL, Wipro, TCS. Actually, when HCL Comnet was started in the 1994, I was the senior management team to set up the complete operations way back in 1994. And probably at later stage of my life, moved into the user industry, yeah, BFSA segment and healthcare vertical. So it's a small world. I mean, like you
Yeah,
exchange your position now, you know what's happening on the both sides. Okay,
right.
especially.
Yeah, it's a really, real, yeah, it's a really small world because almost all I know almost all the except Mr. Ramesh. I have met rest of the panelists in past also in multiple times, not one. So
Okay,
really,
well, I
it's a
think we
small
cannot
world.
interrupt.
So let's
That's a
come
small
back to
world.
the panel discussion topic. Today's topic is yeah, yeah, exactly. So today's topic, which what we have is the building resilient AI
We are
ready
losing you, and
IT
there is some lag.
infrastructure.
Sorry, Sujoy,
So
we
I'm
are
using
losing you, or there is some lag
use
too.
cases on
Is it
AI
only for me?
and lot of POCs etc. is going on. Apart from that, the all the OEMs which we are using, they are in a big time into AI. They have embedded AI into their system, and they are selling it in a top feature kind of a thing that we have AI which can give you a lot of proactive uh, alerts, reports, etc., and all those things. So, coming back to our topic, building resilient AI ready IT infrastructure. Can I have one line one line from uh, each of you? What we mean by AI ready in IT infrastructure? If I can start uh, Mr. Ramesh, and then we go anti-clockwise.
See that one line. What I can mention is probably it comes of
Mr. Ramesh.
what. Are you able to hear me? Are you able to hear me? Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Yes, yes.
I'm able to hear
Yes.
you.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, fine, right. Okay. See, the one line, when you say it is a one line, it's a huge subject, but when you say it is a one line, probably with this AI technology,
Can
how
hear you,
it is
sir.
go, going to give a value creation to the any business. So ultimately, in terms of that automation, analytics, these are all very, very critical. And see, the AI infrastructure should be such a way that how you are going to scale up your organization growth over a period of time. I think that is what I feel that that should be a, I mean, not a punchline in terms of AI infrastructure for the organization.
Over to me, or Is it anti-clockwise, Manoj? Then, as I see it. Yeah.
Or
Okay.
clockwise.
Well, let me. Okay.
Rajneesh,
I'm audible.
if you can give your views.
Yeah. So, if you ask
Yeah,
one-liner statement about AI readiness, is very difficult to define in one-liner. But yes, I would say,
I
you
think
should
some
have a.
challenge.
I'm audible.
Yes,
Hello.
no,
Yeah. So I would say in one liner, if you
Yeah, yeah.
ask me, we should have a one ball, which rolling ball in a frictionless road is an unlimited, or you can say infinite time they're going to ball without any flawless. So this is the one liner, but is as I said, AI readiness is a lot of challenges in AI readiness because let's go back in a little bit, a couple of years back. Everybody is not talking about AI. Everybody talking about AI, but they are into just buzzword, nothing in the ground reality. Now you can see AI is really happening across the people, across the personalization services. Even though home segment, you see a lot of AI services are already adopted. So now, when we talk about readiness, is a very agile thing. We have to kind of infrastructure where AI is running. So we make sure our infrastructure is so tightly coupled, loosely coupled, so that AI can easily can move. That's my submission about readiness of AI.
my view,
Right,
in
you're
my
right, Manojji. Infrastructure is the backbone, and AI as a technology is a very resource-hungry technology. So, robust infrastructure is to run seamless. You're right. The Gaurav, what's your view?
my view is it should be being a significant high performance system of innovation. So some ideas like keeping GPUs and high speed networking, robust data management designed to effectively support the intensive computational demand of AI workloads. There should be some robust design and hardware to balance this AI workload.
Yeah, yes, you're right, Gaurav. Thank you. Uh, your viewpoints here.
Suggest, sir, I think there are voice quality, some issue in the voice.
Yeah. There is some lag also. There could be.
Absolutely.
And the network. But I think the next in line would be Preeti. We can
Yeah.
take Sujoy
Right.
by the times it
Yeah,
freezes. Yeah.
organization, you're right. Organizer can help me on this because this particular application is, I believe, some problem.
I
It's
agree. Yeah.
there
Lots of
is a break
voice
in some.
lag and yeah.
I didn't have the right link even.
Due
That's why I
to
was delayed.
um okay, so I think you all covered very nice point. Uh, Coming from GRC background,
so
I would like to
so
say
if
one.
Rajneesh ji, you can hear us now on the AI.
Preeti is going right now. She was in a flow from GRC perspective. So we are following the
Yeah.
flow, except for the moderator. So Preeti took on because you had a
Yeah.
lag. Sujoy.
Right. So what
I will.
I'm saying, for me, in one liner, AI is we can say we are AI ready when there is a design, proper AI development design is ready for an organization. We can say that security, reliability, there should be transparency. Start from you are putting any kind of a data within the application to the output. So there should be a proper security of the data. There should be a proper confidentiality of the information which is going within the AI system. There should be a transparency that the data for which the AI tool is actually generated, it will actually utilize the data for the same purpose. It will not utilize that information and will not train themselves on certain other parameters. At the same time, there are certain regulations which are also important from the human factors, like it should not emotionally, it should not generate some data which impact any religion or a caste or anything. It should not generate certain data which impact the privacy of any person. So all these things, if we'll start embedding within the AI applications since the design, I think we are AI ready. Of course, cost factor matters, of course the business requirement matters, of course you should know the use case and then only go for the AI. These factors of course matters, but yes, at the end, if you go with all these factors, your AI application will perform one of the best applications. So that's my take.
Oh, Sujay, can you hear us? Because the video was gone. Can I go now? Sujay?
I believe so. Yeah.
let's self moderate here because the app is not helping us. So let's help Sujay also. Great. I think a lot of points were covered
Yeah, sorry.
around.
The host has muted me. That's why the host has
Again,
muted me. That's why now I was not able to talk.
okay. No, everybody covered few good points. My 2 cents to that, and a very
Yeah,
essential
please
pillar,
go
speak from the
ahead, Mr.
experience
Rajneesh.
right now, which we have implemented here already. Sitting on the other side, I mean, AI was not that rampant when I was in the services industry. Only in this role, I've been trying to drive it right from the beginning with a dedicated AI head who sits and supports me as a shared service, right? But what did we do? We tried to the word would be AI readiness starts with the adaptation and then adoption, right? Right skilled workforce creates the culture. So that's where we started driving it from. We created that buzz around it so that people get enthused, not scared, because jobs don't go away, right? Jobs go away in AI for the people who don't know or use AI, right? That's the way it is. So AI is not here to take your jobs. That was the concept we all started playing, and first encouraged them and started them on a learning path, right? Incentivized learning, we call it, and created a workforce of internal IT guys who were into some level of machine learning. They knew about it, but how about prompt? And because coding is not an aspect which AI supports, right? They do it. You tell AI what to do, but you should know what you want out of an AI, and what more example that soon it has become an agentic AI, right? And delivering to a purpose. So culture, very fundamental foundation. I would say AI readiness is with the right culture, positive AI based culture, ROI based, so that you have a buy-in from right. Then and it is like percolating, rectifying your data, right? Rectifying your data, leading to use cases after this. Right data for the right people at the right time, with right governance, following the TOA, we call it, right, in the financial world, delegation of authority. So all of this. So data security, compliance, a mix of that already in an agile DevOps manner, you can go ahead and build similar small POCs. And I'll tell you from the experience, around 28 POCs were coined, 6 have gone live because they got a buy-in, 5, sorry, 5. 5 have gone live, and we are leveraging out of it. Um, in our conversation later, I'll highlight a couple of them as to how quantitatively it helped. Yeah, so that would be it. I just added kind of summarized it also, probably added some flavor to it, which has yielded good and positive results. Yeah, Sujoy. Okay, now Sujoy has been muted again. I had a hard stop at 4.
He's back.
Actually, the organizers are saying that there's some network problem in my side, but I can't find. I was working fine. Rest of the applications are all also working. So, you guys can hear me?
Yeah.
That is breaking, but yeah, we can hear you. For me, it's breaking.
Sujoy sir, you ask your AI to
Okay.
enable the
I'm
service.
sorry for that, but yeah, tell me.
Call your AI agent. He will help you.
So, if you can hear, let's continue with this discussion. And first of all, thank you everyone for giving your viewpoints. Acha, my AI agent is troubling me.
You need to book a ticket.
So let's continue.
Yeah.
So what are the biggest gap in today's IT infrastructure that ready? If you can share your views, what are the biggest gaps you can foresee the infrastructure?
Let me answer it. Biggest gap, basically what happened when AI come in picture. Before that, company are using on-prem data center or cloud-based system. So somehow somebody managing the cloud, whether
Manoj,
it's
you
the
can hear
managed
me?
service. I'm audible.
Yeah, you are
Yeah, you
audible.
are
Hello.
audible.
You are audible. Yeah.
Can I answer?
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Okay. So I mean.
Please.
About the gap, actually, we talking about the company or corporate who manages the cloud. So is it kind of people managing or managed service they are taking? But when we talk about cloud, AI, of course, AI is a kind of force. AI force can manage entire cloud. So our infrastructure should be very, very robust. One, our I mean, when we talk about data, cannot be silo. It's going to be in data lake or data warehouse. I'm talking about, or compute power should be very, very huge. So that performance, when we talk about performance should be high performance. We talk about GPU, talk about TPU, all those infrastructure should be ready. That's from infrastructure side. So that AI can have a leverage to end to end, they can smoothly function. And only we can monitor remotely what AI does, what AI we should allow, what should allow or not allow. So we should, I mean, other word we can say that our internal governing body should be monitored remotely. Any bad step, or we can say, any wrong step can be monitored remotely. Immediately they take the corrective action. I tell you why. See, cannot be AI cannot be installed, or you can say launch in silo mode. For example, you have to go with the train the AI in your private infrastructure first, and you see the performance of AI, how AI does your performance duty, whatever your performance aspect. I mean, from the customer centric, or maybe your in-house, how AI works. So you can keep monitoring. When you see the AI is getting perfection and there no flaw, then you can launch in the public domain. So you have to have simulate AI. You have to have taking care of the data. You have to have taking care of the data privacy. What data you share, AI can be shared with the public domain, and most important thing, data security. As I said, a lot of information, public, personal information, going to be shared in public domain. So we make sure AI cannot be share the data, PI information on the public domain. Number one, if they are sharing, that we take the consent from the customer directly. That is one. And also, if somehow in the business requirement is there, we have to share. So the data should be in an encrypted form. That should be go, because AI is, yes, there's a model you have to run the AI, but make sure same time you have to governance, you have to compliance as far as your business is concerned and data is concerned. So nowadays what happened, this is a gap. Here, cloud is a kind of not very robust technology. I would say there are a lot of legacy systems need to be modernized. So now, new system, whatever new system, whatever modernized system, that is purely truly trained by AI. So once all the gap is there, and we make sure everything is perfectly running, then we can ask to AI to run the business. I'll take one very
Thank you.
interesting example. So that is going to be very very clear.
Manoj, now I brought it.
Especially in my domain, the travel domain, what happened? I have wish to. I asked agent, I'm doing something. Let's say I'm driving or doing something. I asked AI agent, hey, book me flight from Delhi to maybe London, and that our flight should be business class, or any class. I'm just talking to AI to build my itinerary, and oh yes, you can also check in and make sure our seat should be in a window seat. And when I land, I need some 3-star or 5-star hotel to be stayed. So all those narrative, you talk to AI, and what happened? End of the day, AI will build the itinerary with a 5-star hotel or whatever you want. That created itinerary and given to you. This is a kind of use case I'm referring to, where AI generated only a few seconds and given to you. Now it's your decision to, in a click button, you say, yes, accepted. So now is a look like is a very dreamy project. But when you're going to be implement, there are a lot of challenges. Hello, I'm audible? Hello? Yeah.
Yes.
So there are a lot of challenges when implement. So what AI does, especially when travel itinerary, creating the itinerary, so we make sure what data they're sharing the public domain, how they take the real-time data from the X to Y, and what is the kind of itinerary they created and what is the cost. Because it's not in silo. Their entire ecosystem is a very dynamically work. Like say, as it said, flight price is very frequently change. So AI will dynamically change and given to right price to the customer. So when I say AI, it look like is very easy, but when we're going to implement, so it's not easy. So we make sure our backend support, our infrastructure related to AI, should be intact with the system.
Great. I think I'll come next here. Uh, I think he covered it very well and very
Yeah,
comprehensively.
you're right.
Yeah. Uh,
Uh,
so
you're given a right
apart from
prospect about
absolutely bang on.
to build on-prem, cloud, or a hybrid AI workload.
So it also
Gaurav,
all boils on to have biggest gap again is again tied to what, because your question was AI readiness or resilience for AI. What was the question, Sujoy? Was it the readiness part of it or the resilience part of it? Unfortunately, Manoj,
no,
you
no,
can tell me
There
now.
a gap.
I wanted, I jumped into another. No, I jumped into another question. I discussed the questions toward Manoj was AI
What is
readiness,
the biggest gap? Yeah, but
etc. Now,
what is the,
the second question I
yeah.
wanted to ask the panel, starting from Gaurav, is that now how the companies are evaluating whether to go on-prem or a cloud or a hybrid solution for AI workloads.
Hmm. Okay.
Talked about the robust infrastructure and all these things. So my
To
second question
each
was to
their own.
Gaurav
I'll take
on
a
this
first one.
is how should the companies do?
To each their own, and
Okay, you
naturally,
go ahead.
on-prem being very expensive, and cloud is the way to go.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Many of them already talking about it, and few of the nations, rather, I'll talk from the global aspect itself, because we operate out of 180 countries odd globally. So wherever we are, like, right from a HIPAA to a GDPR compliance to now in India DPDP and all, so they all want things on cloud or a hybrid, right? But a cloud and a versus a hybrid depends on the industry sector and also the size of the uh, customer to these cloud providers or the hybrid providers. So I wouldn't say or rank them in priority. Yeah, but I'm taking on-prem because of its cost, which is very much under scrutiny for any organization, right? So cloud versus a hybrid can be the question which I will now go ahead and try to address. But hybrid is the way I'm going, for example. Why did I choose that over a pure plain Jane, cloud only? Because there are certain regulations which we always knew, because the act is, in India, let's only mention India now. DPDP is 23 August Act, right? So we already knew about it. So to have certain archival rules, legacies, few of the guidelines were already set. We wanted to have few things as a backup in here residing on our Indian data center, right? So on-prem we do maintain, right? But rest of the things we have again split. So that's a hybrid. And then I'll talk about the cloud. So I'm on hybrid. I would prefer a customer size of 4,500 to 5,000 employees is what we are, right? But users are manifold. But we would go for a hybrid one. Why? Because of the compliance issue, the GRC part. I'm sure Preeti will also conquer on that, because there are compliance issues there. And on cloud, I always have a two vendor policy these days. So I'm with the best of the both, right? Azure as well as AWS. So my strategy I have kind of shared, and what we are following here in Allcargo as a group now, be it for Gati road transport, or be it for our sea forwarding business, or the terminal limited, all cargo terminal limited, and shipments. So So I have not given you a rank here, 1, 2, 3. I've just tossed the pros and cons, which I use for my, personal, not personal, nothing is personal here, for my organization's, best interests.
You are right, sir, but I would like to add two liner because whether it's a cloud or on-prem or hybrid, it depends upon business, what kind of business you're running. For
I
example,
started.
customer-centric application or customer things should be in cloud because customer don't want any wait anything, right? Of course, like say your case, I'm talking about the cargo. Cargo can be wait for few seconds or few minutes, but customer,
Hence,
when
I
you talk about
started, Manoj. I
building,
said depends on the industry.
exactly, exactly.
Healthcare is
So,
different animal, yeah, and banking,
exactly. So,
financial, yeah.
only my submission is company or corporate they will choose. They will go with the cloud or on-prem or hybrid, depend upon what the kind of business they are doing. Yes, one is I would say cloud is very expensive in longer period. Your on-prem is good, but on-prem response time is very slow. That's why they are going for cloud hybrid model.
But it's
That's
the
what I'd like to
most
say.
secure option, right? Then Preeti would come
That's
in
why,
and say
actually.
that's the more secure, most secure option.
Actually.
So
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
each of them, yeah.
Yeah,
go
I
ahead.
think
Yeah,
right now
please go ahead.
we all are moving towards cloud, considering to throw our mental stress to some third party where you not need to maintain much latency and everything. But at the same time, I think when you say security and the governance, I think on prem is the best. But yes, still business priorities are the first thing where you should align what is the need, uh, what kind of a security your data is looking at. If it's there is a regulation which says that your data should reside within your country, probably then on prime is the best choice for those applications. So that's where I think hybrid, most of us we are going for the hybrid solution, where some of the core applications which are sitting in house, and the rest of the work where you need a lot of latency management, plus there are a lot of I will say data is flowing where you opt for the cloud environment. But at the same time, now when you are even opting for the cloud environment, also security become paramount, where you are driving your contract very strategically. You are having not just relying on one vendor. I think multi dependencies on cloud also another approach that we started thinking of. Then there are other security stuff that we are thinking that don't go with the default setting that those service providers are providing. We should have your own requirement, though those when you are tweaking the security, not from the default one, that some cost also comes to the company. But yes, if you really want to secure your data and want to go with the cloud first strategy, that point of time, I think you need to invest some amount there also. Having a good set, good tools to scan your cloud environment, see what are the logs, who is accessing, and whenever there is a alert, there should be proper monitoring team who should actually investigate the event when there is a something which is suspicious triggered. So yeah, that's my take and this.
Again, I'd like to add one
Especially,
more point because the interesting part. Cloud journey started when people have a own data center and they invested a huge amount. But now people are gradually moving the cloud. They are still showing yes, cloud is a better option. They move the cloud. Now, after some time, they realize the cloud bill is very huge. Again, they go back to a data center. So that we realized last 10 years, people are doing that like this. Now big company or you can say they are into hybrid mode, so they have seen export investment on data center. Now burn their money on the cloud, now come back to balancing those things.
Yes.
so I have a point here, especially the SMB segments in which I am focusing now as a part of a consultant. And what happens now that if you have a on-prem, no, the challenges comes is in terms of you have a build up one competent team. Okay, this is a literally I see that. I mean, I see this is a one reason. And whereas in terms of the cloud, if you do the, especially I have seen many SMB and the focus is more on the cloud environment. The reason is they have a competent team, they have a proper due diligence done in terms of it, how they need to be offered to the customer. Especially when you offer to the customer, it is the responsibility of the customer also to do a proper due diligence with any cloud service provider. That is more important. That is a CIO plays a very, very crucial role in doing a proper due diligence with the cloud operator. Because today you find everybody comes there a cloud operator. I mean, like big, medium, small, and probably it is a responsibility to ensure that what kind of a checklist or criteria you should do in terms of the doing due diligence for that, so that you get convinced. Actually, we should also do a IT audit. I mean, like with the cloud operator specific to our VM, our infrastructure, what has been provided to us. See, this is more, you cannot everything take it so that you get a conviction. See, ultimately, that is more important. It is both for infrastructure as well as for the application, because a lot of the applications are also being hosted in the cloud by many service providers as a part of SaaS. It's very important that we do a complete audit, and so that at the end of the day, you know that we are safe. That's more important. See, the problem, rather than I'm saying a problem, that on-site depends upon the type of the business what you are doing it. I mean, like when the volume of transactions are very less, managing that on-site, it is going to be a, I mean, like not an easy task.
So I also would like to add.
So, thank you. Okay. So, Gaurav, I have a question for you separately.
Yes,
So, thank you, Rest, giving a good viewpoints on the readiness on infrastructure and what should be the model. And as it came out that hybrid will be the better option to manage the AI adoption in any organization. So, coming back to Gaurav, you know the critical piece. The data is very critical piece for AI of the adoption. Can you tell us what should be the framework for managing the data architecture for implementing AI solution?
yes.
Gaurav, you have heard me or not?
The data should be structured and it should be in proper design, and every architecture design should be managed properly. So all the people, all the CIO people who are looking after the design, and they have to analyze with the teams what data structure they are handling, what type of uh, designs they are forming, what type of tables they are creating, and in which form they are uh, putting the data inside the cloud. It should be in the structured form. This is my view. Even we can add, we want to add.
I think I'm more hung on the time now because I had a hard stop. I've bought another 5 minutes, Sujoy. Very sorry for that. I was told 3 to 4 p.m. and I have a 4 p.m. already planned. So let's go ahead with your discretion here on the time check.
So, I agree. It's because some of us just joined a little late, and there was some challenge on network side also.
5 10 10 minutes.
So it has
I can
created
manage.
little
I
delay in
think we
entire
have
thing.
till 4:10,
So
4:10 or something like
before
that.
you uh, uh, before you move out, I wanted to take your view on where do we start on the storage modernization, complete acceleration on GPU, CPU, network, and the data governance.
I think it should be in the order. First, gauge your data, the size of it, how structured your data lake is, what governance tools do you have in place. Gaurav was just talking about the architecture on data. I think containerization through Dockers, for example, right? Kubernetes for managing all of it, right? And we will be implementing those. We have implemented. So what we have in place again through the experience, Data lake, we have our own centralized data lake now, which we have built. Right. We are also currently running a modernization program, which essentially means that we'll get rid of our legacy. Yeah, very important aspect. I think I missed out on that when we are talking about AI readiness or infrastructure readiness. Legacy has no space here. At least do that. That's all we say. So we are doing that, and we are. Uh, uh, we can talk about here. We have implemented MDM TIPCO suite, so that says it all for better governance. Right data for right people at right time. Right, all the masters currently are going through my testing, right? And finance, in our world, finance also, in any world, finance matters a lot. Finance masters, the user sales masters, account masters of my for my customer retention, and what we will feed into the AI models or the tools which we have been building will help. So, well orchestrated, managed through containerization and uh, you know cu- cu- Kubernetes, Kubernetes driven architecture would be always will be the way to go. Also, the redundancy we have to get rid of on infrastructure when we are saying, and related data, which is also there, right? Many a times there is a lot of trash in the data. Once the data cleansing took out of 8 months of our data structure governance, took the data cleansing alone took around 3.5 to 4 months. So you can imagine the quantum of dirt which is lying over the years accumulated. So data would be in the order first. Then you were talking about some kind of accelerated platforms. GPUs are default, and I would go for GPU for now because Tensor is far away. For my industry again, Tensor might be again good for very highly complex empirical formula driven financial houses. Not for me, but both are good. As an example, go for a kind of a computer acceleration uh, way, and then now visit your network. Very important. Network, how do you design it? So all these two elements actually will give you the also lead you to decide on your compute and storage needs, which will now decide which kind of network, how scalable it can it be flexible or not, will be decided. That's my take. Yeah.
Thank you, Rajneesh ji. It was very good elaborated viewpoint, and I hope if every one of us, I also experience and exercising the same thing what you said. You're absolutely. Data has to be in a right manner. It has to be clean, and then it comes the rest of the infrastructure. You can size according to your requirement. You're absolutely right.
Basics
So,
needs to be
Preeti, I have
connected. So,
a question
yeah,
for you.
yeah.
Exactly. Because data, it's all about data. How good, how proper data, clean data you have to make your model on top of that. So you're right. So coming back to Preeti, how do you balance the agility with reliability when developing AI workload in your setup or any setup?
So,
Yeah, you can give your
okay.
view on this.
So, I think from my point of view, we shouldn't be treating AI as something new in your environment, right? It's the same application, however, with a different approach and with a different, I will say, technology. So the way we embed, CI/CD pipeline security, CI/CD pipeline, I will say. Visibility, your testings. Similarly, within the AI model, we should do a CI/CD principle for AML, where we should the versioning of the data, what data we are using there, testing models before deployment, And I think we should also do the real time monitoring to see the drift what is happening there, right? Agility, I will say, comes definitely comes with the automation, and that's the purpose of your AML tool. However, when we need to build the reliability, that should comes with the visibility, and where you need actually monitoring the output of your application. And I must say that, I mean, both agility and reliability, they should go parallelly. You can't work on one space and you can leave the another one. So that is where I will say we need to focus more on your SDLC life cycle, where CI/CD should play a very important role in tracking everything end to end, the way we do for the normal application. I mean, the
Good,
very
great,
short
great
answer, but yeah,
perspective.
this is my that's my thing.
No, no, it was a great
And
perspective. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's a fair thing which you are saying that the way you are tracking your CI/CD panel, the way you are tracking your change management, it should be part of that same framework, correct?
Yeah, yeah,
so
exactly. I
consistent
mean,
deployment with regular feedback, I would say,
yes,
leading to, kind of
a
rapid
good
iterations.
yes.
Right. Putting it
Yeah, yeah.
few ways.
Uh,
Very good. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So thank you, Preeti. My next question with Mr. Ramesh, because he is the most experienced guy in this panel. How do you justify AI infrastructure investment to the leadership, and how to measure measure the ROI, which is very important thing. It's a challenge. Is Do you measure the ROI, or do you measure the ROV, return of value?
It is a very interesting question. See, all depends upon the management commitment. See, the thing is, what happens now, like the management should be, but where the management commitment comes from, they need some kind of a case study or where they can see the value out of it. See, ultimately, for example, I'll give you a very classic example in the healthcare itself. And today, what happens when the patient consults a doctor, and the doctor talks to the patient, and then he or she need to type into the computer, and basically it takes a longer time for the doctor. One is the consultation, one is the typing the prescriptions and everything, and searching from the database, whatever it is. But if AI is being brought in over there, whatever he speaks, no, it gets automatically getting recorded, and so that it gets translated into the English language, whether you can speak in Hindi or Tamil or Telugu, any language. And when they see the benefits out of it, I mean, they feel that because you can see a quality consultations without compromising on patient's requirement. Because when you do a patient requirement, what happens? It needs a lot of a patience. Okay, one is a patience also for the doctor, and some doctors are reluctant to type it, and so we need to give an assistant for them because they are not, especially senior doctors, they are not used to the computers. Of course, junior doctors are very comfortable. They are all techie savvy now, and so when you see the benefits shown to the
Great.
management, they are open to receive it. This is my experience. They are open to receive it, and it depends upon the industry to industry. So that what your value creation you bring it, and if they have enough necessity in terms of implementing it across all the departments, they don't mind it. See, you need to show the, I mean, like benefits they would get, and probably it will not happen in a 1 day presentation or 2 day presentations. It should, definitely you need to go to, I mean, lot of iteration. You need to go and convince them, and that is the only way I think from my experience.
Okay, right, sir. Point taken. So now let me be a little in hurry. So Gaurav, you are handling the cyber security piece in your organization. How does AI change the threat models, and what kind of layer security is required when you are implementing AI in in an organization?
Think because we are handling currently managing. So we try to deploy a zero trust architecture and through AI models, and we are trying to put some behavior analytics monitoring tools of AI so that we can monitor the behavioral changes of the assets of the users, and we are doing some AI governance with model security also. We are doing some privacy preserving AI implementation also. And we are trying to deploy a quantum resistant cryptography also. Because cryptography is the main legacy thing which where everybody used to decrypt the data. Now, cryptography we can leverage here is a AI model, AI model. So these functions, these layers, we are trying to put in the manufacturing segment, and from other industries field of engineers, they can also add this. But we are trying to just deploy this autonomous threat detection and response through AI-driven security tools. This is we are trying to deploy.
And what kind of governance framework should be there, Gaurav, to run secure AI in any organization? Governance model, governance framework.
If that to build one
Can't
appliance
hear Gaurav.
actually, yeah, yes,
I was saying a lot of voice lag is happening.
my from my side.
I think it's an application, not you only.
We have not yet explored the governance part, but we are exploring to the vendors. But still, we are putting some guardrails and some, you can say, unauthorized restrictions and all these policies in AI platform.
So I would like to add
Okay.
here.
So
Of-
now I'm opening the. Yeah, Preeti. Go ahead.
okay,
Please go ahead, Preeti.
from the security perspective, I think AI has a two security angle. One is it brings some kind of a security improvise in our environment by having right set of security tools. I will give you an example. Like earlier, we use uh, SIM monitoring, which was earlier not AI driven, but now there are a lot of XR EDR solutions. They are completely, AI driven solutions where they have improved our response time. They have improved a lot of, I will say, human intervention where less intervention is needed. And at the same time, we were able to also showcase some return on investment in terms of cost saving as well as the accuracy. But the tools that we are getting from outside as a SaaS solution, which is like a AI tool, or the solutions which we are even in-house building, those solutions are the one where actually we are needing the right set of security governance. When we say security governance, that means now it has a three different layers involved, where one is the data sets. So the security of a data set now become paramount when it comes to your AI or ML model. The second one is the pipeline where you are going to deploy that tool. So you have to write set of tool where you are also doing this, the scanning of your code, so that you know that what are the vulnerabilities exist in those tools, and closing those vulnerabilities on time before they are actually launching into the production, and then the output. So the risk that these AI models are exposed, they are little different from the inherent risk that our environment used to have. Now the risk is like data infringement risk is there. There is a risk of, your data exploitation can happen. So in that scenario, you should have a right set of technology to identify those risk on time, which should be the part of your CI/CD pipeline, so that you can track all these issues on time and also close that. And another thing is, in the governance perspective, is the regulations, because you are dealing with the data which should have, which should follow the regulations. You need to follow like certain good standard security framework, like NIST framework. They talk a lot on AI now. Your ISO framework are also coming up, which is ISO 42001, which talks on the basic requirement that a organization should have when they are opting for AI solution. And then of course the data privacy is another factor which is aligned to it. So if you have these kind of a governance around your AI development or even the SaaS solution, probably we will able to manage security at a different layer, which is needed for us.
I would like
Thank
to
you,
add a
Preeti.
couple of
You
more.
talked about
Can I?
1 minute, Manoj sir. A small thing, Manoj sir, 1 minute. I wanted to ask one small thing to Preeti because she talked about risk also. So what
Yes.
kind of financial and operational risk you can anticipate while if you are scaling up your uh, AI solution, AI
So,
infrastructure?
so so if you say financial risk, which is not directly the financial risk, which is indirect financial risk that I can see for now, is the regulations. So your GDPR, they have a huge penalty in case if your EU citizen data get leaked through that. So that's one financial risk. Another is the brand damage risk. If you are using certain model, which model will generate some information which may impact the brand of your company, that is another risk which is indirectly going to impact you financially. And when you say the operational risk, it's there. If your data is not properly managed, because at organization the main risk is the data. You have data placed in multiple places, it's in a different format. So data consolidation and the output that you need is very much important. So in case if you are not monitoring the data input which is coming from the various locations or the various places, and the output that you are actually intended to get out of that solution, there may be some impact on your operations also. So that's where I keep on saying that the output, there should be some visibility on the output of the AI solution is needed. Continuous monitoring that what data you are expecting, what output you are expecting from those models, whether your solution is training on those principles that you were expected or not. Keep on monitoring that so that you will get the right output that you are expecting. Otherwise, of course, there should be some impact on your operations.
Great. Thank you, Preeti. It's a great input which you have given. Yeah, Manoj, you wanted to add something or I
Yeah,
stopped
I
you
would
in
like to
between?
add a couple of little bit deeper, discussion about the AI security. See, AI is a virtual AI. Most of the important thing about data can be taken from the infrastructure. Our infrastructure should be so secure. Like say we talk about your browser level, you have a proper TLS, encrypted. Number one. Number two, your application secure. You should have a web services inbuilt. Third one is your API security should be there. On the algorithm, you can take care of the infrastructure side. So once you have infrastructure ready and secure, so AI can only manage with the infrastructure. Nothing AI level of security is required. Yes, as far as governance is concerned, yes, company should have a proper governor. Like said, you Preeti said, GDPR is most important. You have to comply with GDPR. Now coming back to DPDP Act is coming. I don't know. Last 2 years we talking about DPDP Act, but it's not is not framework ready, but it's not implemented yet. So, like say, company should have a. I think the little bit lower level of item, like say, every company should have a. If you have a cloud-based system, you should have a VAP testing. VAP testing again kind of report submission what level of encryption you have, what level of activity you're doing your application. So is a medium level or high level or critical level. So those things you have managed with a third party tool. So once your infra is secure, so AI only play around the infrastructure, nothing more than that. What?
Okay. Uh, yeah. So thank you, Manoj ji. As we are running out of time, so one last question to every one of us: what will be the piece of advice you would be giving to any organization who are in process of adopting AI ready? So we'll start with Rajneesh ji. Rajneesh ji, you're there. You're on mute.
You're
So
on
So
mute.
actually, my suggestion is the organization business approach. They need to be clear what they want from AI. I mean, like, see, otherwise what will happen? IT may propose you should go for the latest trend, latest technology, where management is not clear on that. So basically, they need to understand, and as a CEO plays a very, very critical role in understanding the business plans, and very critical, so that it's easy for him to match with the technology with the business needs, create a platform for it. So I think this is a basic fundamental, and then you need to build on top of it.
Right. Thank
My
you. Rajneesh
opinion
ji, your
is
viewpoint. What
Just
piece
to
of
add, yeah,
advice you will
because I'll
give
have
to
to
us?
rush. Yeah.
To the
So the
This is the
question was,
last question. We will be closing after this. Yeah.
yeah, you were kind of breaking. So Sujay, if you can just kindly repeat it. I think that's the crux what Ramesh was saying. To Ramesh ji ko maine suna. So if you can just repeat the question.
Pardon? You want me to repeat? You want me to repeat?
Yeah, anybody
Okay.
can help. Yeah, because
Okay.
please.
Okay. See, what I said was the CIO or CTO has a very important role to briefly explain to the management, by understanding the management ambition and goal, how AI is going to help him. Okay, help the organization, not the organization. What are the plus, minus, settling time, rollout time? So basically, today what happens? I feel there is a disconnect between the management, because they are ready to invest in case they are interested in using the technology to the maximum. So the understanding the organization business goal by a CEO is very, very critical, and based on that he need to come with a strategy and present to
Data
the
first.
management. Yeah, correct.
Data first.
Data
Data
first.
first.
Data first. Data first.
For
Correct.
AI first, it is data first. That's it.
Data
It's
first. Correct. You are correct. Yeah.
data first, AI first, equals to AI first. Yeah, that would be my answer. Very cryptic one, Sujay. And in the best of the interest of time for all my
Yeah.
colleagues to
I think. Yeah.
mine,
Correct.
I have to rush literally.
Okay. Good. Nice to.
Very great to
Great.
interact with all
Manoj
of
ji,
you.
what kind of piece of advice you will give to any organization?
Yeah, would like
I
to
would
hear
like to
Manoj
give
ji.
a simple foundation that adopt, grow, and learn to build this robust system.
Learning the foundation. Yes, learning is the foundation.
Manoj sir, you want to add Preeti ma'am?
Now,
Yeah.
Yes,
So
I would say, sorry, I would say AI is not necessary if required. Like say, because what happening, my colleague PS, CIO, CTO managing the AI, so that we should have AI. No, until unless your organization required really AI, then you can start working on that. And secondly, it's really your business need to run the AI, or your neighbor is doing the AI, that's why I'm doing the AI. No, we cannot justify our business ROI just because of we have to have AI. No. If you ask me in my industry, yes, AI is required. If you ask some manufacturing industry, maybe not. That's my thought process.
Preeti,
I
what will
think
be your
everybody said.
advice?
So my advice is almost same. It's like data, of course. First, work on your data foundation. Then, before opting for AI, train your resources, as well as build governance in parallel, and that's where you can have a beautiful AI world. That's all. I mean, I don't want to
That's
add
it.
more than that. I think, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You're absolutely right. That thank you everyone for sharing your view on the questions. I'm really sorry if there was some problem from my side on the network. I don't know whether because my other applications are working. Anyway, thank you everyone for giving very valuable input, and hopefully the audience who are listening, they will get advantage out of it. So that's it for now. Just closing this panel. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. It
Nice
thanks
meeting
was
a
all of
lot.
you.
nice meeting you all. Thank you.
Nice
Thank
meeting
you
all of
to
you.
Thank
all
you,
our
everyone.
speakers for sharing such valuable insights and perspectives in this engaging discussion. And thank you, Sujoy sir, for moderating the session so effectively. And I would like to thank you, everyone, speakers, attendees, everyone who joined us for the Innovatech Summit and make it a success. And looking forward to connecting with you all in our future editions as well. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, everyone.